Welcome back to Vitality After 60. Remember our guiding principle: strength doesn't fade with age, it evolves. Today, we are leaning into a conversation that most men our age keep behind closed doors, yet it is a conversation that could be the literal key to your long-term independence and masculine health. We're talking about your prostate, a tiny gland that holds immense power over your quality of life. Specifically, we are addressing a controversial but life-saving question. Can the frequency of your ejaculation actually shield you from the threat of prostate cancer? As a health specialist, I'm here to tell you that the era of being embarrassed about your biological functions is over. To reclaim your vitality, you must first understand the mechanics of your own body. For a man over 60, the prostate is often seen only as a source of trouble, a source of midnight bathroom trips and medical anxiety. But today, we shift that narrative from fear to proactive maintenance. To understand why ejaculation matters, you have to understand what the prostate actually does. Think of it as a sophisticated biological factory. This walnut-sized gland sits directly beneath your bladder, wrapped around the urethra like a structural sleeve. Its primary mission? To produce prostatic fluid, a nutrient-rich substance designed to nourish and protect sperm. This factory never sleeps. It is constantly churning, constantly producing. However, as we cross the threshold of 40 and move into our 60s, this factory often begins to expand. This is what we call benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. While BPH is not cancer, it is a signal that the environment within the prostate is changing. It leads to those bothersome symptoms: the weak stream, the difficulty starting, and the fragmented sleep. But separate from BPH is the shadow of prostate cancer, a disease that will affect 1 in every 8 men. This is where our conversation about ejaculation frequency transitions from a lifestyle choice to a medical necessity. Why would how often you ejaculate even impact a cancer diagnosis? The leading medical theory is known as the Prostate Stagnation Hypothesis. Think of your prostate like a high-performance filter in a complex machine. Over time, that filter accumulates cellular debris, metabolic waste, and inflammatory toxins. If the filter is never flushed, those substances sit in the tissue, creating a stagnant, toxic environment. In a man's body, regular ejaculation acts as a biological pipe cleaning. It flushes out old cellular material and inflammatory substances that would otherwise build up and irritate the prostate lining. When these materials remain stagnant for years, they can trigger chronic inflammation and cellular changes at a DNA level, changes that can eventually flip the switch toward malignancy. By ejaculating, you are effectively performing a routine maintenance flush on your most sensitive internal machinery. Let's look at the hard data. We aren't guessing, we are following the science. A landmark study published in European Urology followed over 30,000 men for nearly 2 decades. This wasn't a short-term trial, it was a generational analysis of masculine health. The researchers found a staggering correlation. Men who ejaculated 21 times or more per month had a 20% lower risk of prostate cancer compared to those who only ejaculated 4 to 7 times. 21 times a month, that is the gold standard for biological flushing. But the science goes even deeper. A more recent study in southern Spain compared newly diagnosed cancer patients with healthy men. The numbers were even more dramatic. Men who ejaculated rarely, 0 to 3 times a month, faced a 138% higher risk of cancer. Those who never ejaculated saw their risk skyrocket by 271%. This data makes one thing crystal clear: your prostate was designed for activity, not for stagnation. This frequency was particularly protective against the most aggressive and advanced forms of the disease, the ones that every man over 60 fears most. Now, as your health specialist, I must provide the necessary nuance. Ejaculation is a powerful tool, but it is not a magic bullet. You cannot ejaculate your way out of a poor diet or a sedentary lifestyle. It is one critical piece of a much larger puzzle. For the man over 60, this means you cannot neglect your screenings. Your PSA, prostate-specific antigen tests, and digital rectal exams remain the gold standard for early detection. Think of ejaculation as your daily maintenance and screenings as your annual inspection. You need both to stay in the game. Furthermore, we must address the lifestyle synergy. We've discussed the 4-egg protocol for muscle and hormones. This works in tandem with prostate health. Healthy fats and antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin found in eggs help reduce the overall systemic inflammation that can aggravate the prostate. Your body is an integrated system. You cannot fix one part while ignoring the rest. There is also a fascinating link between ejaculation frequency and natural testosterone levels. Men who maintain an active sexual health profile often exhibit more stable hormonal output. As we know, testosterone is the fuel for your muscles, your bone density, and your cognitive sharpness. By keeping the pipes clean and the prostate healthy, you are supporting the very endocrine system that keeps you feeling like a man. It's a virtuous cycle. Better prostate health leads to better hormonal balance, which leads to more vitality. Ultimately, the goal of Vitality After 60 is to give you back the keys to your own biological kingdom. Understanding the 21 rule isn't about counting days on a calendar. It's about a commitment to your long-term health and masculine vigor. It's about refusing to let age be an excuse for decline. You have the tools, you have the science. Now you must have the discipline to apply it. Feed your body with the 4-egg protocol, keep your blood flowing with movement, and maintain your prostate health through regular activity. This is how you lead the evolution of strength. If you're ready to stay sharp, stay strong, and stay independent, subscribe to this channel and join our brotherhood of proactive men. Stay strong, stay informed, and I will see you on the path. Strength doesn't fade with age, it evolves.